Now that summer is on its way, I look forward to spending some peaceful time in my personal sanctuary. In her book, Getaways, Carefree Retreats for All Seasons, Chris Madden, host of HGTV's Interiors by Design, discusses the importance of having a haven, a retreat, a special place that offers a sense of sanctuary. She describes this as a getaway. Michael Deaver, Chief of Staff to President Ronald Reagan, tells the story of the time he presented the president with his 3-month calendar. When Reagan questioned why Deaver had not scheduled any time at Rancho del Cielo, the chief of staff replied that based on recent press criticism about the amount of time the president had spent at his beloved ranch, that it might be wise to stay away for a while. Reagan responded that he believed that the more he went to the ranch, the longer he would live. The president liked to say that while at the ranch, the world is gone. Of his ranch, the president once quipped, "If not heaven itself, it must have the same zip code." I used to say that the Homestead, a grand resort in Hot Springs, Virginia, formerly owned by the company I worked for, is so relaxing that for every day you spend there, you can add a year to your life. Of course, I couldn't prove it, but it sure felt that way to me. Retreats certainly take different forms. For President Reagan, it was the ranch. For President George W. Bush, it is also his ranch. His in Texas, of course. For current President Trump, it is his Palm Beach Mar-a-Lago estate. Madden says that it is not necessary to have a second home or cottage, although it's wonderful if you do, she says. But I suggest that probably the best place is within your home because you can come home to that special getaway every night. In our Texas home, the pool was my getaway, at least in the summer months, but I must admit that I require leaving town to experience total, or at least almost total, retreat. So ultimately, the Longstreet summer retreat became the Lucky Duck Cottage, our place on Lake Cayuga in upstate New York. Being there now is very much like I described the Homestead many years ago. President Reagan spent 364 days during some 40 trips to his ranch during his 8 years as president. Though many of those days, the ranch served as the Western White House for entertaining dignitaries and other world leaders, there is no doubt the president achieved a great level of retreat and sanctuary. Perhaps it was this special retreat that allowed him to be such an optimistic and effective leader. Perhaps, as he believed, it was a key factor in him living to the age of 93. Does retreat and personal sanctuary extend your life? I don't think we can say for sure, but I'm certainly going to give it a try. I'm John Longstreet with another edition of the Longstreet Beat. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next time.